So some of the challenges that people have in their minds about plan giving, and there's multiple reasons for this. The number one thing is, that we hear quite a bit is that, well, I don't want to talk about, I don't want to think about it because then I'm just talking about death and taxes and all that stuff, and that is not exactly a good conversation to have at any time until it's too late. That's the interesting thing about that conversation. But there's multiple reasons. People don't want to, they just don't want to be thinking about those things. But then there is also those donors and board members and prospects who already have these things already squared away. They have their trust, their living trust taken care of. They have their will. They have their codicils taken care of. And I'm all good. So then how can I help? How can I contribute to that? I don't want to go back to my lawyer. Have you seen how much lawyers charge for just, they charge by the hour? I don't want to do that. And that again is where the plan giving director, the charitable estate planning director, can help and assist not only the board member, the board, but also the donors and the prospects as well. And that is simply providing wording. It's called a codicil of wording that is, in its simplest term, an addendum to the will and or trust, and that's simply slid in there, and you get that notarized if you want to. You don't have to, and it's all done for the board member, and it's quite simple and very inexpensive. Our whole purpose behind when we work with a donor is to your point, is to bring the joy of giving alive in a way that shows them the creativity and the accomplishment of really their philanthropic goals. And it is really spelled out in the plan giving world through values and principles that you've lived your life with. Just like you've already said that I've already done all this work with my financial planner, and I know what I want with my children, but I don't quite know what I want to do with the American Heart Association. And through that conversation, that's where I, as the charitable estate planning director, would sit down with you and or visit your advisor, or together. We do that multiple times too, and simply share with them. I've met with Amy board member, and this is what she's wanting to do. Here is the exact wording that she wants to have that input into her financial plan, Mr. Financial Advisor. Can we make that happen for her? And I have not met one financial advisor who has turned that down. It's the simplest, easiest thing to do. Codicil, amendment, addendum, however, there's multiple terms for it out there. And it really brings that gift alive in reference to their values and principles. And that's one of the things we love about it. It's very, very simple.